Hey, energy party people. That's right. It's time again for another rousing episode of Magic Mondays. I am your host, Colleen McCann, Energy Wizard. Okay, so I am going to smudge the space real quick while we listen to my beautiful theme song. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen.
Okay, creating the space for some magic and community, hopefully some fun and entertainment. Yeah. So I have many important things to talk about today before we bring Coop on. Um, yeah, and I have it on good authority that Coop is going to give a poop report, meaning he is going to tell us the not so beautiful history of toilet paper. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, and today's episode is sponsored by the good people at Badass. Do you have a badass? Do you suffer from hemorrhoids or any other butt related issues? Well, the good people at Badass want to offer some help with lotions, potions, all the good stuff for your bad ass. Mention Magic Mondays for a 2-for-1 offer on hemorrhoid cream, and their slogan is a little yum for your bum. That's right, badass. Thank you, badass, for being a sponsor. Yeah, so let's see. Well, in case you're on the edge of your seat from last week, did the tenting for the termites happen? And no, it did not. We packed up everything, which was a pain in the ass, and got all the plants outside and made arrangements for the cars and blah, 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 blah. And it didn't happen. Um, and gratefully, it didn't happen because once we got down to our friend's house, it was lovely to spend time with our friends. So that was great. But all the work around it was lame. But anyway, come to find out, once we get all settled there, apparently the two houses there's our house and our next door neighbor's house. Hey, next door neighbors, hey. And our garages are adjacent, and whoever the brain surgeon is who built these houses created some wait, I guess we were on the same gas line, and there were ducts created between the two houses. So gratefully, I believe it was our neighbor that figured out, oh no, if you pump if you pump poison into this house, it's going to go into our house and probably kill us and our pets. So thank God that that didn't happen. Yeah. So we had a nice visit with our friends. I got to give my friend Natalie my book, or the current version of it, so she can write the foreword, which is very exciting. And yeah, and I realized I'm usually a pretty much a self-cleaning oven. I don't always ask for a lot of help. But I have 3 powerful women working on my book right now. The book cover and my editor, and I might get my book back today or tomorrow. And Natalie. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, and so no tenting, and my guess is the tenting will never happen because it will require both houses and whatever. We don't own this house, so we have no control over this. So Javier, our house, is being eaten by termites. I haven't seen many flying little bastards around, as we've been calling them. So that's good. Maybe they're done swarming. I don't know. I'm not a bug person. But let's say hi to Yvonne, the lovely Yvonne. Good morning. Woke up with a nasty head cold, and today is our 19th wedding anniversary. Wow. Well, happy anniversary. And let's just sing along if you'd like. My favorite anniversary song is from, that's right, the Flintstones. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy. Okay, I'm not going to go on. Anyway, but happy anniversary. And here is your theme song, Yvonne. Enjoy. Yvonne is in the house. Check her out. Okay, and I hope the head cold goes away soon. Ugh. You know, whenever I get a cold, I think cold, whatever, and then it's just like, oh, colds are horrible. Yeah, I don't know why I think of them as like just a little light something. No. Okay, so what other important things do I have to say? Oh, over the weekend we went to a play in San Diego at the Signet Theater in Old Town. And oh, good. But more importantly, Yvonne says that's their favorite anniversary song too. Thanks, Flintstones. Um, yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, Ellen Salichet, I think was her name. Wow, I pulled that out of my butt. Um, and like her father had a poker game going, and the voice of Fred Flintstone would go play poker with them. Small world. It was the Valley, though, which is now the porn capital. I don't think it was back when I was growing up. Anyway, or at least I played no part in it. Yeah, good for me. Yeah, so we went and saw a play and Evita. You may have heard of it. And and one of Dave's patients, well, a couple of his patients are involved with the play scene, but the main actor, one of the main actors, uh, is one of Dave's patients. Anyway, but Evita, I told Dave at the intermission because I didn't want to talk during the show, but I told him like, "Oh no." Well, let me preface this by saying it was really well done. It's amazing how much action can happen on a very small stage. Um, yeah, the singing was amazing, but this is where it gets me. All singing all the time. Not my favorite thing. Not my favorite thing. So, you know, I didn't hear every word, so I kind of missed a lot of the story. I don't know much about Eva Peron. Well, I know more about her now. I couldn't tell if they loved her or hated her, and Dave kind of had to explain it to me the next day. Um, yeah, but when it's singing the whole time, like I enjoy a musical, some musicals, um, but singing for 2 hours, that's a lot. Um, yeah, and I told him if I would have known going into this, I'm not sure I would have come. So I'm glad I went, but, yeah, he said he was actually surprised that I agreed to go because he knows how I feel about that. Not mentioning it, of course. Anyway, so but we got to go see it, and it was just good to get out and be amongst the English and, got some good walking in, so yay us. Um, yeah. What else do I have to say? We're starting a new diet today. I think it's called a 5-2 or a 2-5 or whatever, where 2 of the days are fasting days and the other days are I'm just gonna load up more veggies because 'cause I've been a little negligent. Good story, bruh. So we're not eating today at all until this evening. We're gonna have some bone broth with a few vegetables in it. So I know you're going, I'm jealous. I know. You will be jealous of us as you are enjoying your food today. Anyway, let's see what else do I have to say. Oh, this just in. So weird. So lame. I was looking at Facebook for a second and I saw this message from Steve Martin. I love when I get these great fake messages from fake celebrities. Um, Steve Martin's like, "Oh, I'm so happy knowing I have such loving fans like you out here. It's a pleasure having you on my contact list, and I hope to always hear from you." Well, first of all, Steve, if I can be so bold as to call you that, um, yeah, Steve Martin has written books and stuff and stuff, and he's highly intelligent. And I'm sure if that was really Steve, he would have used some punctuation. Anyway, and just randomly picking me, like, I've liked stuff of his in the past, but come on. Anyway, but Paul McCartney has contacted me as well. Oh, medium, Tyler Henry. Tyler has, contacted me. Yeah, anyway, so lame. Anyway, ooh, Dr. Shannon's here. Well, you know what that means? That means I have to scroll through my songs. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. This is why I need, like, a little monkey to help me here. Okay, here you go, Shannon. Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon. And I think she gets a little shy, but I'm pretty sure Pam is here because she told me that she was actually available today to watch. So here you go, Pam.
They call her
Pam.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yep, and you too can have a fabulous personalized theme song if you check in. Anyway, so good news. Steve Martin messaged me. Okay. And before we get to Coop and the poop report, oh my gosh. Apparently this show has been on. Oh, that's gonna have to wait because it's 11:11. And let's look at a silly picture of Dave back in the day when he worked in a hospital as an engineer. So let's make a wish. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I love that picture. It's so silly. Um, yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So, uh, so we have HBO or HBO Max or whatever they're calling themselves now. And I saw that there's a show called Naked Attraction. Okay. And it's been on for 6 seasons. Okay. It's like, I'll bite. And it called itself like a reality dating show, which I guess it is. Um, and spoiler, if you want to watch it, I highly recommend it because um I think it's at first it's shocking. And then I thought, well, this is actually kind of healing to see how different people's bodies are. But basically, there's like what, 5 or 6 like pods, each one with a different colored light. And then there's the host, of course, a woman, I forget her name. This is British, if I didn't mention that. And they have a contestant on, a man or a woman, and depending on their sexual preferences, um, there will be like the first one was a woman, I think. No, a man. And there were 6 women and or 5 or 6 women and basically so they have the fully dressed man or contestant on, and then as prompted, they reveal the first reveal is the screens come up and all you see is basically well, you see their bodies up to their junk. And there's close-ups too. It's fascinating. What's most interesting, well, the first thing that was interesting to me is how many uncircumcised men there are. And yeah, and I've only met one in person back in the day, and there were I don't think the lights were on. There was probably alcohol too, but anyway, not to brag. Yeah, and it's quite fascinating. Um, and then they, and so it's like, it's all about who they're attracted to based on their junk alone and their butts. Um, and then they cut one of the people out. They go, "Oh, I'm least attracted to that dick or whatever." And then or vagina, if you will. And and so they narrow it down and that person walks out fully naked and says, "Hi, bye. You weren't picked. See ya." And then they move on. And then the next step is they go up to like the neck. And then they kick off another person who's not attracted to they're not attracted to their torso. I'm not doing a very good job of this, but yeah, it's fascinating. And then ultimately then you get to hear their voices, and then one person's cut out, and then it comes down to two contestants are left, and then two of the people in the pods are left, and then the contestant has to get naked. It's fascinating, and ultimately, they pick one person and they go out on a date, um, dressed. It's so weird and really great. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining it, but, let me just remind you that you get what you pay for. So, anyway, okay, enough of that silliness. I think it's time to bring Coop on. So, oops, here we go. Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah. My finger kind of slipped and I kind of lost my timing there. Hi,
Hi. Hi,
how are you
everybody.
doing?
I'm doing great, actually. I feel
Well,
very good
cool.
today. Well, I didn't go to the gym. I was supposed to go to the gym. I should feel guilty about that, but I'm feeling so good otherwise. I let myself off hook on that one today. I've been getting up in the middle of the night lately, and I can't get back to sleep until like 5:30 or 6. That's kind of throws me off. So anyway, I took the trash out and did a bunch of other stuff. So I got some stuff done.
When you say take the trash out, that whenever I hear people say I take the trash out, I always think, and this is really important to note, I always think of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I guess Stacy had to clean the pool. Your friends use the pool too. Hey, I take out the trash. Brad Hamilton. Yep. Oh my God, I love it. Anywho, so is it true that there's going to be a little report on the history of toilet
Oh
paper?
yeah, sure. Well, I didn't take any actual notes, but there's a rather surprising materials have been used over the years. But way back in the day, we were just like dogs and elephants and horses, and we would just poop and not even worry about wiping at some point. But of course, that's all I guess conjecture based on anthropologists and stuff like that. But actually, I heard that most of us poop wrong. We are really meant to poop like from a squat, like with our legs up. So we didn't evolve to poop sitting straight up, right? So
Well, that's why we have a squatty potty.
So like you lean forward and like raise your knees up, put your feet up on a little stool, or just raise your calves up, and it really helps things evacuate. So and then at some point I don't know if it was just felt better or they didn't like how they I don't know, but somebody eventually reached around with their hand and used their hand at some point. But of course, that's all lost in the depths of time. Maybe more than a million years ago. But like archaeologically, like the earliest materials, there's a mix of either dirt, sand, anything that would be semi-absorbent, I guess.
Dirt.
Another sticks and shells were the other big thing. They kind of be like scrapers. They would scrape their areas with seashells or with sticks. That was to scrape it off with. So that basically held true until like civilization, maybe like just before recorded civilization, I guess, when they could actually agriculture and they could grow cotton and weave cloth. That was like the first toilet paper was cloth when they could. But of course, that was like high tech for the time. That was like the iPhone of the era. So the rich people had cloth to wipe their butts with, right? Most people used hay, moss, sand, dirt, pebbles, even a lot of it, again, cross between something that would absorb it and something that would scrape it. So so that went on for a long time. Eventually, like the Romans, they would use, again, if you're rich, they would use sponges on sticks that they would keep in an urn of vinegar. So they would take they would just clean themselves with the sponge, right? Which seems pretty. But yeah, who would be the one?
Like the best. It sounds better than scraping with shells and dirt and sand.
Yeah, and straw. But my thought was, who's the person that has to change out the urn of shitty vinegar?
Well, I have a question. So with this urn and the stick and the sponge, and the vinegar, was that like, oh, that's for the whole family?
I'm assuming, unless you
Or did
change the
everybody have
urn.
their own stick, sponge, urn, and vinegar?
Yeah, yeah. Is that and who's in charge of changing the urn and how often does it get changed and that kind of thing of the shitty vinegar? So that's kind of a nasty thought too. So
Vinegar.
yeah, because or salty brine water, something that wouldn't promote bacterial growth, obviously.
Wow.
So and that was pretty much state of the art until when the Industrial Revolution, when they could probably manufacture cloth at scale, people started using kind of like as like handkerchiefs. They would use, then they would, of course, they would get washed and reused. So that's kind of a nasty thought. And then it wasn't until about the 1850s where again factories could start making toilet paper. Then at first it was just the rich people that had it, and but kind of like George Costanza was saying. I mean, it basically hasn't changed a whole lot since then. I mean, there's different colors now, and you can get scented, that kind of thing. But
Double ply.
So yeah, so
Quilted.
these are still the same function and purpose, and obviously it's getting a lot softer. Probably, I'm imagining.
So when there's the cloth, so when the cloth was happening, it's important. Now I want to know. Okay, when was soap invented?
Right. Who's again? So yeah, do you have a hamper? You just put all the family's shitty towel, and I'm just trying to imagine peasants having like a hamper in their outhouse somewhere. I mean, so I'm imagining still, for the most part, unless you're rich and have access to that amount of cloth, you're going to be using hay or moss or grass or dirt or whatever, or sticks and whatever you can get to scrape with. Yeah, there's something I never thought of. Is
like the sound of all that scraping? You're probably going to need to contact that ass.
I was thought you could get absorbent was my thought, but yeah, scraping I guess can be fairly efficient if you get it nice and close.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm happy to announce that we have toilet paper in our house, which is great, and so modern. And we have a bidet, and we have a squatty potty.
See, oh yeah, okay. I've never used a bidet, but like I've heard great things about the Japanese toilets. In fact, South Park did a whole episode on them after I had already. It's quite it's touchless. You just sit down and you go, and then it handles everything else for you.
Well, ours is not touchless. I mean, still, okay. This is TMI. Yeah, we're losing viewers by the moment, but oh well, get what you pay for. Yeah. So yeah, it requires some attention. But I always think of what my brother. So my brother got one before any of us. Like my parents have one, and my brother has one, not only at home, but even at the factory, where his factory, his body piercing jewelry factory. Yeah. And I remember like saying like, oh, I don't know about that. And he's like, well, if there's dog shit on the pavement, are you going to wipe it off and smear it around, or are you going to hose that fucker down?
Exactly. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me. It really does.
So we
I had it on my arm, but I just wipe it off with a piece of paper, or would I wash my arm? Yeah, I told you I would wash it.
Yeah, and it's really great. And we have a totally cheap attachment to our toilet. We'll stop soon, I promise. And the water, like the way our bathroom's set up, there wouldn't be an easy way to hook it up to hot water, which is fine. And so I just use cold water, and it's just not a problem. It's just lovely. I would say my bed is minty fresh, but there's no mint involved. Yeah. Okay. Well, is that the conclusion of the poop report?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Coop's poop report. That's why I have it written down on my notes here. All right. Well, maybe we should. Well, let's just do this real quick. Just a reminder for anyone who needs it. Here we go. The universe isn't a conspiracy for our happiness. The universe always has our backs. Therefore, if it's happening to us, it's happening for us. That's really magical if you know what to do with it. Just saying. So when the shit hits the fan, what is, in keeping with the poop report, when the shit hits the fan, what is the universe bringing to your attention, or to our attention for our highest growth, healing, and happiness? Anyway, yeah. So that being said, well, maybe this will really be, I know I always threaten it, but maybe this will be a short one. Let's find out. Oh, and just something I'm considering this morning, because I've been feeling really good about my book. Um, but now that I'm going to be getting the second round of edits back, and I have no idea what she's doing with it this time because I've always thought it was great, even when I
Right?
handed it in the first time. And she made all kinds of like little tweaks here and there that makes it extra shiny. But after all that, like what is she done with it? And I guess what I'm trying to get at, or I'm getting at, is I looked at Dave today and said, "Ooh, I'm probably heading for Trigger City soon because." She's probably going to tell me, well, you should probably cut this out. And I'll be like, no,
No.
but I do listen to her, and I've only not taken just a few of her suggestions, very, very few.
Well,
And
you keep what she says cut out. Like, I don't know, put it in an appendix, or put it online somewhere. It can still be used.
well, and they say, or maybe for the next book. So I'm no longer, at least at this point, I'm no longer telling people if I ever start to write another book, please shoot me in my face to make me stop. Yeah, I even told my editor that. She thought it was funny.
You have to wait and see how good it feels when you're done before you decide. You can't decide in the middle of
Oh yeah,
writing your first book
I'm a big talker. So yeah. But she did tell me, so originally she thought that she was gonna have it to me by the end of the day on Friday, this past Friday. And she sent me a note kind of late in the day. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't send this earlier, but I had this interaction with something happened between, or the neighbors did something horrible she didn't mention, and she got super triggered, and so she's not in the right
yeah,
mind for
yeah.
doing book stuff." And so she got super triggered, and then what she wrote was, "But then I remember Colleen said that there's magic in your triggers, and so I'm in the middle of investigating that." And she told me she'll tell me all about it later. But it's like,
Right. So how awesome is that the editor of your book is like already like absorbing it and applying it? That's
yeah.
that's great.
And speaking of absorbing and applying, toilet paper. Yay, toilet
Oh,
paper. Anyway, yeah. So that's pretty interesting. Oh, we have some comments here. Let me check. Okay. Oh, Dr. Shannon has a bidet and she loves it. So there, everyone. Yeah, it might sound weird, and some people are not cool with talking about things that every single one of us does.
right.
Sometimes I think about like just leave the humans out of it. Like we have our system for getting rid of our waste or sending it elsewhere. But I think of like the gazillions of other living creatures on the planet. Like, how come we're not seeing dead bodies everywhere? How come we're not seeing shit like everywhere? It's fascinating to me that it all gets taken care of,
Yeah,
but
right.
I don't know. I'm just tripping. I thought I was going to say something else, but whatever. But Shannon says this. So, thanks, Shannon. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Shit happens.
Oh,
Yeah. But seriously, like if you're like I did my enemas this morning and I tend to hold them like for a really long time, but I pushed out today at only a half hour. They say hold it for 15 minutes. So, but I've been doing this for years, so still standing, so and I'm relatively healthy, so yay me. But it really is I just really love cleaning stuff out, and that includes my colon. So, which
yeah.
Sadie told
You
me.
haven't mentioned. I don't want to double down on the gross factor today, but your parasite cleanse.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and doing my enemas, that would really help them out and help them out of my body, not aiding and
Yeah.
abetting them. Yeah, that was amazing. I highly recommend it. Yeah, because most people have parasites of some sort. So anyway,
I'm just wondering what's in, because if you had them, then what's inside me?
yeah, maybe it's because of all of my worldly travels, not. Oh, sure, we went to Venezuela once to get on the Scientology cruise ship, but I'll save that story for the book. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Fuck you,
yeah, yes.
Scientology.
Let's give some teasers. You can
Oh,
drop them.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's
yeah.
Scientology. There's Scientology is sprinkled throughout, just a little, like for a little flavoring, if you will, because it was part of our journey. So, yeah. Anyway, before I start talking about something else silly, let's go ahead and do some magique. So let's go ahead and do a grounding real quick. I'm going to go with well, since we've done all this poop talk, let's just go with the first chakra. That's at least the closest to the butt area. Yeah. So first chakra area, that color is red. And if your butt is red, you might need to contact, that's right, badass. So you can get a little yum for your bum. And just a reminder, mention Magic Mondays for a 2-for-1 tube of hemorrhoid cream. That's right, Magic Mondays. Okay, and badass. Okay, so let's do a little grounding. Now that Coop is on his feet, let's do some grounding. So pick a chakra, any chakra. I'm going with my first chakra, my root chakra, and we're going to expand out that chakra, out to the far reaches of the universe. We're also going to send some of that down into beautiful Mother Earth and grow some roots down into Mother Earth and bring some of her beautiful nurturing energy up into our energy fields. And we're going to open up our crown chakras and allow in the cosmic energy to flow, meeting up with Gaia's energy, creating an interface of heaven and earth. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so that being said, so my name is Colleen. Yes. Okay, it's safe and appropriate to do some magic for the group today, for watching now or in the future. Yep. Okay. So let's put a shout out to any dead people that are just ready to move on to the light and simply need an exit strategy. And what's this weird light on my face? Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, except to me, obviously. Okay, so putting out the call for any dead people, any stuck souls that just need an exit strategy. Okay, do we have any takers today? Yeah, we do. Okay, Jesus, are you ready? Okay, let's take them home. Give us a moment. Okay. So, did we successfully release these dead people to the light? Yay! Smell you later. That's for you, Shannon. Okay. All right. So let's see. Is there any magic to be done for the group? Yep. This is on my master menu. Yep. This is in column A. Did I say thank you, Jesus? Thank you, Jesus. My number one dead person go-to guy. Read more about him in my book. And drink while you're at it. Okay. All right. So there's something we can do energetically for the group. Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. I'm a monkey. Yes. Okay. All right. So clearly, much as I'd love to be, I am not a monkey. And I do love them though. Oh, as a matter of fact, if you look behind me, um, there's a spider monkey toy that Dave gave me as the first present he ever gave me before we ever got together. He gave me a copy of a William Shatner CD, which is really amazing. I thought at first, like, thanks, but it is really good. Yeah, and then the next gift he gave me eventually, once we were together, presented in a very kind of Tiffany's type box, a big box, big blue box, was this monkey that he had fashioned, as I bragged about before. Um, we've talked about poop, so why not go here? If you see up close, he's got a little hole fashioned. So yeah, with a black glove to go with his black body. So there's a usable mouth orifice, and then there's the same thing he created for the anus. Um, and then he fashioned a little monkey penis and testicles. And then, of course, the monkey was presented with the aforementioned monkey penis in his mouth. So when I opened it, yeah, Love. And as I always like to mention at this time, the first gift a few months prior, when it was his birthday, I sent him um, the complete works of William Shakespeare.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hardbound. Yeah, which he
Yeah,
loved as well.
there's a lot of books.
Yeah, we still have them. Anyway, yeah, so yay monkeys. Well, since we're here, why not? Just because I have a few fun monkey stories. One was going to the Sacramento Zoo. Oh, but first, Art and Erica are here. Oh, I'm sorry, just Erica. Hey, Art. Hey, hey, Erica. Hey. But here's your song. Here we go. Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here. Okay. Yeah, so back to the spectacular monkey story in the middle of doing some energy work. Yeah, at the Sacramento Zoo, I believe I was with Ted and Sadie. It was early, like we were first thing like on a Sunday morning, and there's a spider monkey kind of just sitting outside of his little thing he could crawl into, his little house. He's out on his little ledge with his legs dangling and jerking it. And it was amazing. And if I recall correctly, he was, I think, a black spider monkey, but his dick was white as can be. And he's just, you know, yawning and jerking it. Ted kept walking. Like he saw it, but he kept walking. And Sadie and I were just like waiting for the finale, which he finally, I don't think there was necessarily a finale. He just, I think, got bored and stopped. It
Yeah.
wasn't going anywhere. And then also with Ted, I flew down from Sacramento. I flew down to San Diego, and he was taking me back to the airport one day, and it was just happened to be free day at the San Diego Zoo, which is a big deal because it's really expensive. And we had like an hour, and we got in free, beelined to this like another kind of like spider monkey looking type. I don't know if they were spider monkeys, but
That kind of
might have
monkey.
been chimps. I forget if they had tails or not. That's how you distinguish. But anyway, we got there, like somehow we beeline to the cage. We had a front row seat or stand, and you know, one monkey was behind the other. 15 seconds later, she saunters away and like is cleaning herself up, and he like boom, and the crowd was like, yeah. It was amazing. And then took me to the airport. So, okay. So now that that's been covered, let's get back to some romantic. All right. So, is there anything energetic to do for the group today? Yes. Oh, that's right. I'm not testing as me. I'm thinking. So I did get that I was a monkey. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm catching up now. My name is Colleen. Nope. I'm testing as someone else, somewhere else, sometime else. No. Another dimension? No. Astrological sign? Cranial nerve? Body part? An emotion? No. Okay. Is somebody trying to get my attention? Okay. Well, I guess they're not testing through me, but they're just stopping me. Okay. So somebody's trying to get my attention. Yes. This is a male. Yes. This is a female. No. Okay, this male comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. No. He comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So this dark male is primarily interested in me. No. In Coop? No. In somebody watching? Uh-huh. Okay. Is it somebody who's checked in? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see who our winner is today. So is this Yvonne? No. Shannon? Yeah, Shannon, you're probably like Dave, and you just kind of pick up shit because you deal with people, and often those people are in pain, you know? Yeah, so it's a great way to drop them off. And Dave just kind of has it permanently in his phone where you can just, I don't know how he does it. He has this like message saved to me. He's like, check me, please, because he'll start feeling off because he dealt with a patient that handed off a somebody. Anyway, so this dark male is in non-physical form. Yes. Okay. He's interested in my help in returning to grace. I know. Okay. So I'm going to give my little talk to this dude. So I don't know why this is embarrassing. This part is embarrassing to me, but here we go. Okay, dark dude, here's the deal. I'm not going to fuck around because we don't have much time because of my silly stories. Anyway, yeah, so I would love, love, love to help you return to the light. But if you're not interested, that's okay. I'm not going to beg you, and I have my ways, and you will be banished. So is he interested in my help in returning to grace? Nope. He'd prefer to be banished. Okay, fuck you, asshole. So I'm putting out a cosmic Craigslist ad for a cosmic badass or a team of cosmic badasses to get this fuck off of my back and off of Shannon as well. Somehow my pendulum just got tangled up in my fingers. Anyway, okay, so do I have any takers? Yep, I always do. This requires a team. Ooh, this requires just one. No. Okay, so that requires a team of cosmic badasses. Oh, wow. Gnarly. Okay, so are you ready? Is this team ready to get this asshole out of our faces? Yes. In keeping with our poop theme. Yes. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, so let's just give them a moment to do their badassery. Not to be confused with my sponsor, Badass. Or my book. Oh, that's right. From Sensitive to Badass, An Empath's Guide to a Magic-Filled Life. Yeah, that's right. Drink. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Has this team of cosmic badasses gotten this asshole out of our faces? Yes. Thank you, guys. Are we complete? Thank you. Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but that works every fucking time.
I wonder what maybe something you'll level up to understand what I mean and do whatever the team can do that you can't by yourself.
Yeah, but it's
I mean, I just wonder what they're doing. I mean, you call it, they get help.
right.
Did they like
Yeah,
constantly beat them up, or they experience to them? I mean, I was
I'll
wondering
just
what.
think of it as
what
a banishing.
yeah.
I don't know. And it's a time saver for me. And it's I can use, or maybe I should just say, yeah, that would be interesting. I'm up for another skill, but I also love that I can just call on them and they take care of business. Yeah. Whew. Anyway, okay, so we're complete with the team. Yes. Okay. So my name is Colleen. Yes. Okay. So all right. And yay, Shannon, one less icky. What am I trying to say? Let me just stop. I'm gonna poof myself. So etch a sketch, whatever I was saying. Okay. Joke. Wow, so smooth. That's me though. I'm pretty smooth. Yeah. Okay. So, is there something else to do for the group? Yes. Okay. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. I'm a monkey. No. Okay. Send row 1, 3, 5, 7. Yeah. Okay. So that is a vow. So there's a vow to clear. And if you're wondering, like a vow, like this, it might not resonate, but you might just think of it as an oath, a promise, a contract, you know. So this is a personal vow for the group. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. Okay. This is in row 2, 4, 6, 8. And our winner is a vow of savior. Ugh. Okay. I think I'm a recovering savior. Yeah. I'm also a recovering imposter. So there. Like for reals. I know I sent you, Coop, I sent you that for an idea for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But I really do consider myself a recovering imposter. At least doing energy work. Maybe other things not so much, but yeah. Anyway.
Feelings about themselves.
What's that?
I think a lot of people have that feeling about themselves, about a lot of their lives. just faking it till they make it, you know?
Oh, for sure. I remember that was what people said in chiropractic school. Like in one of my first classes, like first quarter, it was a palpation class, and you team up with different classmates, and you feel, you learn and feel bony landmarks on the body, to identify segments of the spine, etc. And I remember the teacher leading us to one of the bony landmarks, and it wasn't one of the obvious ones that anybody could just feel easily. And I remember telling the teacher, like, I raised my hand, like I was the only one who raised my hand, and I know I'm probably just the only honest one that day, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. And my partner said, fake it till you make it. It's like,
Yeah, no.
I want to fucking learn this. And anyway, whatever. It all worked out. And back then my hands were sweating like a motherfucker. My lifelong hyperhidrosis. And now I had to fucking touch people. Like I couldn't believe I decided to be a chiropractor when I spent my whole life not touching people with my hands as much as possible. Yeah. And how did I correct it? That's right, energy work. Because it's rarely an issue these days for the last several years. Yay. Okay, so let's get back to our our group vow of savior, well, for whoever needs it. So it's safe and appropriate to clear this vow of savior for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future. Yep. Are we ready? Yep. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. Have we successfully cleared this vow of savior? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Is there something else energetic to do for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. In column A? No. In column B? Yes. In an odd numbered row? Yeah. In row 1? No. In row 3? Uh-huh. Okay. So that takes us to shared chakras. So just a reminder, when it resonates as a shared chakra, that's entangled energy with somebody else. So we have whoever needs this cleared has a shared first chakra, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, throat chakra, speaking your truth or not. So it's safe and appropriate and from the light to go ahead and separate our fifth chakras from whoever we are sharing them with. Yes. Disentangling the energy so everybody has their energy back. Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Just relax. All right. So, okay. So have we successfully cleared separated our fifth chakras? Yes. Okay. Is there anything else to do energetically for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yeah. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. And our winner is, okay, I get that it resonates as some technology to clear. And you might be wondering, huh? What does that mean? Well, I don't know, but it resonates. It's actually one of my unstickers. Oftentimes when I hit like a roadblock in a session, it's oftentimes either a negative portal needs to be sealed up or there's technology to clear. So this technology is in column A. No. Column B. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5. Vow technology. Okay. Do we need to specify a vow? Nope. Okay. This vow technology is ready to be cleared for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future. Yep. Okay. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Yep. Give me a moment. All right. Have we successfully cleared this vow technology for whoever needs it? Yep. As I was doing that, it's amazing how many things you can do at the same time. I was thinking about, gosh, back in the day, I mean, it's been a long time since I've done this, but back in the day when I worked in an office and morphed from a chiropractor into an energy healer, every time, like, I would use muscle testing, so the person would be laying on a massage table, hold their arm up, and I would check them that way. And so I'd get my answers through muscle testing, and then when I was doing my thing, I would walk around to the head of the table, sit down, cradle their head, cradle the person's head, and then do the process. And then I stopped working in an office and I used a pendulum and all that. So that all stopped. But for years and years, sometimes people still tell me, I miss you holding my head.
Oh,
So sad. So I guess it was nice. Anyway, good story, bro. All right. So we did successfully clear that technology. Yes. Okay. Is there anything else to do for the group today energetically? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay. That's a negative portal. Okay. So this is a dimensional spiral portal. Oh, it is. Okay. Dimensional spiral portals. And these words come from my guides. I'm always going for the words that resonate. I get that that's how these portals are gotten rid of or out of our experience. They are dimensionally spiraled out. And these are handled by my team of 4, Merlin, Archangel Michael, Ganesh, and who I still playfully call homeopathic, even though he comes from the light now. Anyway, so that's the team. Let's see which category it's in. Okay, this is a black spell portal. Nope, special category. Others, occult and wizardry, physical hidden Merkaba, trust manifesting, death, heroes magic. Heroes magic. Okay, that's the category. This is in column A, no, column B, yeah, column C, no. Okay, so it's freedom, acceleration, creating are the words that resonate. Okay, so team of 4, is there anything else we need to understand about this for whoever needs it? Nope, it's ready to be cleared or dimensionally spiraled for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future. Yep. Are you ready? Yep. Safe and appropriate from the light. Okay, give us a moment. Okay. So have we Have we successfully dimensionally spiraled this out of whoever needs it experience? Yes. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. So is there anything else to do for the group today? Oh, but wait, there's more. Okay, this is on my master menu. In column A. No. In column B. No. It's one of the new things. Yes. Okay. Man, I'm turning really red. It's not a hot flash this time. I take Dave and I take niacin before we
okay.
do enemas, and it kind of I don't know if it opens up the channels of the liver better or whatever. It has something to do with the liver, and that's what a coffee enema is all about. It's a liver cleanse. Anyway, by means of your butt. Okay. So let's see what we have here. And I've got this really bad glare on the plastic on the back of my binder here, so I'm having trouble here. Okay, this is an incarnation issue. No. Supported optimism infusion upgrade. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, that's cool. We haven't done that for a while. So it's safe and appropriate to do this supported optimism infusion upgrade for the group, for whoever needs it. Yep, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Okay, just relax. Okay, so have we successfully completed this supported optimism infusion upgrade for the group? Yes. Okay, is there anything else to do for the group? No. Okay, so we are complete for today. We are. Okay, so thank you for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed the poop report. And once again, another shout out to our sponsor, Badass. And just another reminder, mention Magic Mondays for a 2-for-1 deal on any of their butt care products. And just keep in mind their slogan, a little yum for your bum. That's right. Anything else to say, Coop, before we wrap up this fantastic show?
No. We'll just
Leave it at that. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Coop, and thank you for joining us, whether it's now or live or in the future. I love you. I appreciate you. And if I can be of any assistance, you can always check out my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com, where you can sign up for my weekly newsletter or blog. Yeah. And I think they're a lot of fun. So there. And Yvonne says, thank you both.
yeah,
And
thanks for being
the
here.
report was quite informative, right? Thanks, Yvonne. And I hope you feel better and happy anniversary. And Art and Erica say, thank you both. Yay. Well, thank you for being here. And yeah, have a beautiful day. And I hope to see you next week. And I'll tell you all about, whether you like it or not, I'll tell you all about, wow, I'm such an Oompa Loompa right now. I'll tell you all about getting my book back and any and all triggers involved, because by that point I'll be laughing about them probably. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to, let's wrap this up with my beautiful theme song here of Art and Erica Productions. Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Cole.